George Samuel Deviney was born in Helidon, Queensland, and was 23 years old when he enlisted as a private in the 52nd Battalion of the Australian Imperial Force. One of 9 children, he was a keen letter writer and wrote over 80 letters and postcards to his brother and 7 sisters during the 15 months he served. He also kept a daily diary, and these provide us with a uniquely personal window into his thoughts and experiences during the war. George enlisted on the 23rd of September 1916 and spent 3 impatient months at Fraser's Hill Training Camp in Ashgrove, where he received basic training, a course of vaccinations, passed numerous medical checks, and had 4 teeth extracted.
January 1st. Still quite satisfied with camp life after 9 weeks of it. Soon be fit enough to meet the baby killers on equal footing. January 12th. Hooray! We're to sail on the 28th of this month. Looking forward to the trip over. January 23rd. Left dear old Queensland behind. Great reception all the way. It was harder to say the farewells than I thought, but thank goodness, I'm off at last. January 24th. Arrived at Sydney 4:30 p.m. Marched through the streets, straight onto the transports, steamed out 6:30 p.m.
George travelled to England on the Ayrshire, stopping at Fremantle, Durban, Cape Town and Freetown. He disembarked at Devonport, England on the 12th of April 1917 and travelled by train to Codford, where he spent 4 months in training.
April 17th. Taken in hand by an English gymnasium instructor, and didn't he liven us up. Doubled us round a muddy field for an hour and followed up with 5 hours of drill. April 21st. A bombing lecture in the morning. It was a pleasant break after continual squad drill. May 3rd. Dental inspection. The powers that be have ordered Private Deviney to have one tooth dragged out, so that's something to look forward to. May 23rd. The eternal squad drill and saluting by numbers again. One would think saluting would help kill the Kaiser. Why don't they let us get to the musketry and bombing and go and meet the Huns?
George received training in musketry and bombing, and also in using a gas mask, building barbed wire entanglements, bayonet fighting, the mechanics of a machine gun, and in digging trenches. He arrived at Le Havre on the 8th of August 1917 and spent the next 8 months fighting on the Western Front.
August 25th. Left for trenches at 6 p.m, marching through the mass of ruins. August 27th. Went up into an outpost right alongside Mr. Fritz. We were heavily shelled all the way, but here I am in close grips with the beasts at last, so I'm in great spirits, although I'm up to my knees in mud. August 28th. Morning, and the first view I get on peeping over the parapet is 4 Fritzes neatly balanced on our wire entanglements. September 22nd. Just my hard luck. We were going up into the line for a hop over, and I got a splinter of shell in my leg, so was cleared back to the hospital. Rotten luck. October 1st. Shifted camp to Steenvoorde, where we met the boys again. It was good to get back amongst them again, but a fair number of our chaps are amongst the missing. They made the grand sacrifice. October 17th. Lying low all day, while Fritz slowly but surely blows us to pieces. It is a very nerve-wracking game, sitting in the trench, unable to do anything, while one's mates are being blown to pieces on all sides.
George spent quite a few weeks in hospital during the war. Wounded with shrapnel, he also suffered from gas sickness and was hospitalised with influenza in November to December 1917 and again with laryngitis in January 1918.
January 2nd, 1918. Started the new year very badly. Got a touch of the old gas illness back again, so was exempt from all-day duty today. Got 5 letters from Aussie though, so that made things a bit cheerful.
The routine of trench warfare continued throughout a cold, wet winter, with the 52nd Battalion stationed at various locations.
February 6th. On fatigue at Hill 60, and didn't we do some acrobatic work too? He poured shells into us, from gas shells to the screaming 15-inch. February 15th. We got one back on Fritz today. Our artillery simply poured the gas over him. Consequently, he's very quiet tonight. I guess a few of them have paid the penalty for them using such fiendish stuff. February 17th. Fritz landed a big shell amongst one of our working parties, wiping it out. Some more sorrow and suffering in Aussie.
In early April, 52nd Battalion was involved in the fighting at Dernancourt, France, where the largest German attack mounted against Australian troops during the war took place. Deviney was killed there on the 5th of April. His diary was found on the battlefield by an English soldier, J.W. Hunt, who returned the diary to Deviney's family in Queensland and provided them with the following information regarding the circumstances of his death.
I did not see him get hit, but it looked to me that it was shrapnel that had hit him, not a bullet, unless it was an explosive bullet. The place where he fell is better known to the Tommies as Edge Hill, and he is buried in this place about 200 yards from the railway. I found the book on top of the trench.